Hey all, Tony Bing here. Hello and welcome to another guide video for Marvel Strike Force. Now, with the launch of the game, the level cap was increased from level 50 up to level 60. Now with that, we can now upgrade characters' basic, special and ultimate skills to level 6, and we can upgrade their passive to level 4 as well. And some of these upgrades are complete game changers. So what we'll do in this video is we'll have a look through the top 10 best upgrades that we can now get on our skills. Now, in regards to actually upgrading your skills, I'll just quickly mention that you will need tier 3 materials. Now, I put a link in the description in this video to a farming guide for those particular materials, so check that out if you're struggling for them. But let's see who we've got first. We start off here with Black Widow then. Now the skill we're looking at, which is great once upgraded, it's great before it's upgraded to be honest, is Camouflage Tech. So normally when this skill is at level 5, which was a maximum you could get when the cap was level 50, you would apply speed up to shield and Avenger allies for 1 turn, and also you had a chance to apply speed up to additional allies for 1 turn. That jumps up to 2 turns, which is absolutely huge when you bear in mind the skill's got a low cooldown of only 3 turns. So the uptime you can have on speed for your whole team, this is really going to make a huge difference. It's going to make it even more important, so hopefully we do get some more blitz modes with her so people can get farming the shards for her. But let's see who we've got next. The next skill we look at then is another one that's great even at level 5, and that'll be the case for most of the skills we do look at today. The upgrades just make them even better. Now it's Captain America we have here, of course, the skill being Inspire. So with this particular one, when it's at level 5, he adds defense up to 3 allies and he'll give 1 ability energy to an Avenger ally. When we upgrade it to level 6, you're applying defense to up to 10 allies, and as the maximum number of characters you can have in a team at one time is 10, it's essentially defense up to all characters. Now also when it comes to his Avengers energy that he generates, on level 5 you're generating 1 energy. When you upgrade it to level 6, it can generate up to 2 energy, so if you have Hulk or Thor in your team, you can really get them powered up even quicker. So this is a great little upgrade, this one. The next character we look at then is Crossbones. We look at his ultimate skill, which is Detonate, and I think most of you know by now that it's absolutely fantastic, this skill. So when you use it, you gain 2 death proof and you explode for 430% damage to all enemies. Now when this is at level 5, it will take 3 turns to charge it up, but when you take it up to level 6, you can actually charge it in 2 turns, so you can get this off relatively early in the match and it can really make a huge difference. For the next character and skill, we have Hawkeye and his ultimate skill, which is Airburst. Now at level 5, this one you'll attack all enemies for 140% unavoidable damage, you blind the primary target, and then you have a 50% chance to blind up to 3 additional targets. Now when we up this to level 6, this becomes incredible, and I really can't wait to upgrade this particular one. So you've got the same amount of damage, it's 140% unavoidable damage, but the difference is you apply blind to all targets. So just think, you've got Hulk about to fire off his ultimate or Quake about to fire off hers, and they miss, and that's 0% damage for your whole team. So this will really help out a lot, and to be honest, even at level 5 I find this skill exceptionally useful as well. The next character we have is Iron Man with his awesome looking Unibeam. So this one's a bit similar to Crossbones in that the damage stays the same, which is really high as it is, but the difference is that it charges quicker. So when this is at level 5, you attack the primary target for 540% damage and it takes 3 turns to charge. Once you upgrade it to level 6, it will charge in only 2 turns. So if you paired him with Crossbones, you could have Crossbones Explosion and Unibeam going off within 2 turns of a match. That would be a whole lot of fun, I imagine. We then have Luke Cage and his special skill, which is Bring It On. So this is his taunt. Now at level 5 you taunt for 1 turn and regenerate health for 2 turns, and you also clear 2 negative effects. Now when you upgrade this to level 6, this could make him one of the best tanks in the game. You gain taunt for 2 turns, you still have the regenerate for 2 turns and the clear 2 negative effects himself, but you get a 2 turn taunt The only other tank class that could be slightly comparable to that would be Kingpin, with his summoning up to 2 mercenaries that have taunt on them, but despite that, this really is a fantastic upgrade. This next skill upgrade we look at here is one that is quite situational to make the most of it. So it's Nobu and it's Ready to Trap, which is his ultimate skill. Now at level 5 with this you'll gain 1 to 2 counter and apply it to 3 allies. At level 6 you're applying that to all allies. So if you've got a summon team, you've got up to 10 characters out and you apply 1 to 2 counter to all 10 characters, that will really be a sight to see. So this next skill we have, it's one that, truth be told, I don't use that often, but with the opportunity of improving it and leveling it up to level 6 it will be more useful. It's Quake, it's her special skill which is Shockwave. So at level 5 what you're looking at is you attack primary target for 160% damage and you clear 1 positive effect, and it chains as well, and with that chain you can clear 1 positive effect. Now a lot of tanks these days will have the taunt and the defense up, and it's really random which one you remove, so you might find that you remove the defense up and the taunt's still on them. So what makes this very useful with the level 6 upgrade is that the damage goes up a bit to 185%, but you can clear 2 positive effects, and that applies to the primary attack and also if you chain as well, so it really can make it a lot more useful. For the next skill we have Spider-Man with Web Slinger. So this is his special attack. Now with this at level 5 you attack the primary target for 140% damage, chain up to 1 to 3 adjacent enemies for 130 damage, and then the important part is you have a 50% chance to apply defense down to each target for 1 turn. Now defense down is great if you use that at the same time as using offense up. You'll absolutely melt enemies. Don't think there's really many characters at all that do have defense down. Now when we upgrade it to level 6, and the reason it's made this list is you then have a 100% chance to apply defense down, and that's especially good because it can chain, so you can add defense down to 3 targets. If you then follow that up with something like Quake's Earthquake or Yondu's ultimate skill, that'll be it, game over for the other team. The final skill we'll look at here is a pretty simple one, and this is actually very similar to Quake. So it's Yondu with his basic Jagged Edge. At level 5 you attack the primary target for 160% damage, it has 20% piercing, and you clear 1 positive effect. Now when you upgrade this to level 6 you're clearing 2 positive effects, and as mentioned a few minutes ago, the reason that's so helpful is if you've got a tank that applies taunt and defense up, then you can remove both of them, which means you can then start to concentrate on whittling down the glass cannons. But that is my top 10 tier 6 skills. Let me know in the comments below if there's any ones you're looking forward to upgrading, and as always, thanks for tuning in and I'll see you all again soon.